Hello everyone, welcome to our mini show called Discovery. I'm Dan George, your host, and we're talking about SOCA. SOCA is an acronym. The S stands for self-observation. The O stands for other person perspective. The C stands for consequential thinking. And the A, alternative thinking. Alternative thinking. When it really comes to problem solving, friends, solving life's problems, alternative thinking is critical. Whether it's an interpersonal issue, whether it's a work issue, whether it's an issue you have between you and some friends, alternative thinking actually is something the brain can do, and it can do it at warp speed. What are the alternatives? My self-observer, I think, I feel, I ask why. Other person perspective, I try to get the best, honest, in the moment look from this other person. The third thing is, how do I want to respond, the consequences of that. But really, when it comes down to it, you're looking for solutions. And life is about solving little problems all day long. Solutions. You need alternative thinking. This is where creativity comes in. Well, we could do it this way. I could respond this way. I can respond this way. I can respond this way. I'll have different levels of consequences, but I'm going to line them up, and I think I'm going to pick this one. This alternative seems to be the best one for me to do, and I'm going to act on that and make a decision. Now, the cool thing about this is, if you've been a self-observer and you've been in other person perspective mode, and you've looked at consequences, you're going to be in a fresh place in your head, in your mind, to make alternatives and see them for what they are. And then act, and then talk, and then make a decision. Big difference. SOCA, self-observation, other person perspective, consequential thinking, alternative thinking. What a way to live. So simple, and yet so hard to do. I encourage you to play around with this. You'll find that some of you are really good at looking at consequences, but you're not really good at really understanding what you're thinking and feeling. Others consider themselves really good about other person, and they really understand other people. But they don't really know how to work through issues with them because they don't know how to deal with alternatives. Where do you go? You might understand somebody, but where do you go with it? Okay, and what are the consequences? You find that you're stronger in certain areas of these four than in others. But it all starts, friends, with your self-observer. Do you ask yourself, what do you think? What am I feeling and why? I try to make sure that a half a dozen times throughout the day I stop and I say, what are you thinking, Dan? What are you feeling? And why? Living in the moment. Living in the moment. Moment to moment to moment, just the way God wants me to. There's a text in 2 Corinthians chapter 10. And Paul says, we take every thought captive. We take every thought captive. Well, friends, if you want to do that, if you don't want your brain just having all this noise coming and going as it pleases, remember SOCA and take every thought captive. Blessings to you. Have a great day. I want to encourage you to keep the faith. God bless you. Until next time.